Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on October 12th on Tuesday afternoon. And we have a lot of good words. So let's start with exhaustion. Egg, because you don't really say the K or the G. If I said ek or egg, you can't tell because I'm just putting my tongue in the back. Exhaustion. And if it was the adjective exhausted, whistle, whistle, repeatedly. Really emphasize the P, didn't I? Repeatedly. Cartoon. Dun dun. Cartoon. And these souls sound exactly the same. Soul. Soul. It's the O in American O, but the OUO. Soul. Not soul. So sole proprietor. And propri has two PRs pretty close together. Because you can say proprietor. The pro is not stressed, so it's more likely to change to proprietor, proprietor, expat, expat, remotely. You don't say the T because the T and the L are made in the same place. Remote, your tongue goes up there and hold it there when you release it for the L. Remotely, remotely. Certain. You can say certain, no problem, but native speakers are going to put the tongue in the T position and then just hold it there, certain, and make the noise of the N. Certain, certain, certain topics is what the phrase was. Google, Google. So when you say goal, your tongue is just going from the G to the L very quickly and hold the L so you can hear it. Google. And then don't round your lips for the L. If you do, it'll sound like Google instead of Google. Google. Chrome. Again, this is the O. Maybe I should put that in there. O. Chrome. Not Chrome, but O. Chrome. Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. It does look like schizo, but it's not stressed, so that O changes to Schiza. Schizophrenia. Blood. The vowel is like up. Blood. Bleed. Now the vowel is E, very high. Bleed. Bleeding. Ache. You don't have to say the K at the end unless there's a vowel after it. So if I just said, I have a headache, you wouldn't hear any K. I hold it there, headache. But if I said, I've had a headache all day, I've had a headache, call. You'll hear the K release and make the A. Headache, call. Same for backache. The reason you hear, I'm going to take that off. The reason you hear the middle K, maybe I should put the, it doesn't matter. You're whichever one you want it. You're going to have released the backache. So yes, it does sound like cake. Backache. Backache. So the last K, I hold it, but the middle K will connect to the A, so you hear it. Backache. Rash. This is the so you have to open and keep your lips back. Rash. Rush is so the tongue is low and pulled back. Rush. These sound the same. Minor. Minor. Major. Contraction. Contraction. Construction. This STR, it's going to use a lot of airflow. So make sure you take a deep enough breath because you're going to be pushing a lot of air for all of the sounds in this word. Construction. Uncle. I put because it's the vowel and your tongue goes up in the back for the ng combination. And then releases for a K. Uncle. This one, ankle. So you have to open a lot. Ankle. This ang is the same as angle. Diarrhea. I'm just laughing because I've never heard so many people say this word at once as when we practiced it together. So that's what I'm thinking of. Diarrhea. I've also never said it so carefully before. Asthma. It looks crazy with an S and a TH, but it's really just a Z. Asthma. And um, charcuterie. Charcuterie. Although the dictionary said to put the stress on charcuterie. But I've never heard it that way, not from a waiter or waitress when I've been someplace, so I'm not going to say it the way the dictionary said. I'm going to say it with charcuterie. Athlete. This is the TH and then the L. So when your tongue is out for the TH, you don't have to wait and pull your tongue all the way back in to make a perfect L. You can start making your L as soon as you finish making the TH. Athlete. So pull it back in a little bit and stop the airflow. That's what's most important for the L. Athlete. When it's athletics, now the vowel is e. Athletics. Looking. The vowel here is like took. So don't round your lips. It'll sound like looking. So look, keep your lips straight. Looking. And if you want to make it more casual, you take off the ing and you make it in. Looking. Looking. What you looking at? Lurking. Lurking. So curl your tongue back. Lurking. Emphasis. Emphasis. And this one, you just change the ending. Emphasize. Emphasize. And I don't know why I didn't put these on the same line because they do sound exactly the same. Guest. Guest. This looks like an ED, but it sounds like a T because the S at the end of the word of guess is voiceless. So you keep your voice off and the D changes to a T. Guest. Weak. These sound exactly the same. Weak. You don't, I should put a mark. You don't have to release the K. Weak. I feel weak. But if there was a vowel after it, you would hear it. So you do hear it in weekend because the K is connecting to the E. Weekend. And I don't have to say the D. Wicked. Wicked. Dogged. Dogged. And then lots of syllables. I have to prepare myself. Totalitarian. Totalitarian. Da 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 da. Totalitarian. Authoritarian. Authoritarian. It went smoother this time. Oh, this is here because if you have trouble remembering all those syllables at the end, Tarian made me think of it could be somebody's name. Tarian. Anthropology. Anthra. The THR combination is always a little weird. Thra. Anthropology. And this looks like Greenwich. And there are places that call it, that say the whole name the way it looks, Greenwich. My hometown is one, but I think the rest of the country is pronouncing it Greenwich. Greenwich. Like Connecticut. I looked that up in the dictionary and it was in Connecticut. Fisher. These are pronounced the same. So I learned that today. Fisher. So we have a lot we didn't get to. So I'll put those on for next Tuesday. And on the second tab, I put pronunciation of individual letters. So if you have to spell something, especially on the phone, it's important that you're using the right vowel sound. And I put the vowel that is used in the name of the letter over here. And then in column B, I put if the name of the letter is just a vowel by itself, like A, that's all it is the vowel A. Or if I put these in the wrong spot. How come I didn't notice that till just now? This one begins with a consonant. If it begins with a consonant and then a vowel, I put it over here. B, C, D. If it begins with a vowel sound and then a consonant, I put it on this side of the letter. E, F, H. This one is more difficult than you would think because a lot of people don't take the time to make a good A, and then it sounds like etch, and then etch can sound a lot like S. So A, you need time for your tongue to rise. H. And we practiced the difference between G and J. So they both start with the same J, J. You have to stop the airflow, J. But for the letter G, your tongue stays very high because you're making it high G in your mouth. But for J, the vowel A has to start low and then rise. So you're making the J and then come down. J, J, G, J. K has the same A. And then we compared that to Z. And Z needs good airflow. So if you stop the airflow a little bit or you don't have enough pressure to make Z and it sounds like Z, Z, it could sound like a J. So Z, it's like an S but with sound and you need lots of airflow. Z. W, I put the options here because perfectly W. Little shorter, W. Little shorter, W. Even shorter, W. And for X, make sure you're using the vowel E. Keep your jaw high, your tongue flat, E. If not, if your jaw is too low, it will sound like axe. So X. And Q, somebody asked, is that the same as the word for standing in line? Q. Yeah, it sounds exactly the same, just Q. But Americans don't say queue, we say line. So is there a long queue? Is there a long line? I think that's it. All right. Now, thank you if you came. And if not, I hope you can join us next Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday for intonation. Thanks. Have a good day.